Evening. Success is said to be the progressive realization of a worthy goal. Well, depending on what your worthy goal is, you may be persisting for quite some time. Tonight in Queensland, Australia, there are thousands of young people who are celebrating finishing grade 12. That's their final year of high school, and there's a party going over there in our neighbourhood. And as I was driving home this evening, I could see the group of people hanging out, and I thought, yep, they've just finished grade 12. So, and that was quite a few hours ago. So, I think they're going to be going for quite some time. It's obviously the progressive realization of a worthy goal, finishing grade 12. That's 12 years of school. And so for many of these people, it's a serious, significant achievement. So, um, but I thought tonight what we could talk about is what are some of the recent goals you've had. So, and perhaps in your life, maybe it's not always something as massive as finishing 12 years of high school. Perhaps we only do that once. But sometimes it might be celebrating something else that you've had a success in doing. So for me, I've been working on some new technology with these videos. So for me, doing these videos and working through some of the technological challenges, that's a success. That is definitely the progressive realization of a worthy goal, I hope. So that persistence, the qualities of persistence and willing to look at how to solve the challenges in a different way is definitely very helpful. And then being able to celebrate that, kind of congratulate yourself for the persistence, for the desire to see your goal through. And I think when we take the time to acknowledge ourselves and congratulate ourselves for seeing something through, I think that positive kind of self-talk is reaffirming to those qualities that we want to aspire to be and see out in the way we live our life. So, when was the last time you celebrated a success? Perhaps it was recently, perhaps it was a bit too long ago, and maybe there have been a few successes in between where you've had the opportunity to celebrate, but perhaps you overlooked that. So maybe now is as good a time as any to actually celebrate some of those successes. So stop and celebrate the successes, because I think that's something that is reaffirming. It's like a reinforcement that encourages us to continue to strive and achieve, especially through those times where inevitably when the goal requires learning something new, doing something different, or persisting over a long time and overcoming obstacles, that celebrating those successes is something pretty significant. I broke my wrist a couple of years ago, and one of the PTs who I know through my gym commented yesterday, given that the severity and complexity of the break that I had with my wrist, that where I was and the prognosis I was given, the achievements I have made in returning back to a pretty functional wrist. It's definitely not perfect, but it's pretty functional and way more functional than what I was told I would get. He was saying how that's something I should be proud of, and I definitely am very proud of it, the achievements I've made, and it's definitely something that perhaps I need to celebrate a little bit more. So that was nice to have that compliment last night, and yes, certainly keen to keep going. So, when was the last time you celebrated something? And would love to hear. Good night. Keep celebrating, keep succeeding.